Jetfire is the swiftest Autobot. Daring in battle, he believes victory will come through technological advancement. Adding twin scramjet modules and liquid hydrogen fuel tanks, he can escape Earth's gravity with the greatest of ease. Jetfire is fast enough to fly all the way around the globe in 1 hour of our time. Carrying 4 particle beam cannons and heat-seeking photon missiles, Jetfire is the aerial support the Autobots have been sorely lacking on planet Earth. However, due to his highly advanced technology, Jetfire is prone to mechanical failures. The toy that became Jetfire was originally the VF-1S Super Valkyrie jet fighter, which was first seen in 1982's Super Dimension Force Macross. Originally a product of Takayoku Toys, which went out of business in 1984, the legal battle surrounding this toy's use as Jetfire is another story for later in this video. For now, just know there was a toy release called Jetfire, but when we see him in the cartoon, he's called Skyfire. Don't ask right now, it's a whole thing. In Marvel Comics, Jetfire was created on Earth by Shockwave. Having had the Autobot creation matrix transferred to him by Optimus Prime, Buster Witwicky was able to reformat Jetfire into an Autobot at the last minute. Whereas in his original toy commercial, Jetfire is depicted as having been created on Earth by the Autobots. In the original cartoon, as you're about to see, he is a citizen of Cybertron who is tricked into joining the Decepticons at first. Most versions of Jetfire over the last 40 years depict him as beginning as a Decepticon, only to have him see the light and choose the path of a hero. When all hope is lost,
have no fear! Jetfire's here!
we're back, ladies and gentlemen. After 3 long weeks and a holiday weekend, things have gotten a little busy here in Los Angeles. The strikes are over, we're all back to work on set, and things have gotten a little hectic. I myself have not had time to dye my beard, so I now look like somebody who was in fact old enough to watch Transformers the first time around. So, without any further ado, let's get to Season 1, Episode 7, Fire in the Sky. Snow falls upward outside the Autobot base.
Wow, that's the biggest snowman I ever saw.
Not snowman, Spike, snowbot. There's a flurry in a hurry. Hey guys, that's Snow Fair.
Ratchet, watch out for Bumblebee.
Okay, Spike, you rat on me, I'll splat on you!
Whoa!
It's funny because he could have died.
I can't believe I'm in a snowball fight in July in the middle of the desert. It's amazing.
And perhaps dangerous.
Optimus Prime establishes what a buzzkill he is, and then some exposition follows.
All atmospheric sensors for a worldwide weather report.
Temperatures now 40 degrees below normal and falling rapidly. Entire planet freezing.
The heat energy from the Earth's core is somehow being drained away.
I don't know much about meteorology or the Earth's core, but I'm pretty sure everything he just said is complete bullshit.
Tunnel blasting completed. Lay in the new pipe.
Meanwhile, in the Arctic, we learn the Decepticons are the cause of all the trouble.
Soon, hundreds of Energon cubes will be filled to capacity.
All is proceeding on schedule, Megatron. Locating the crystal shaft leading to the Earth's core was the hard part, but pumping the heat energy out is simplicity itself.
Soon, this entire planet will freeze into an icy tomb. And we will return to Cybertron with enough Energon cubes to dominate the universe. What's that?
While tunneling, Rumble uncovers something that gets Starscream's attention.
Why are you standing around like lumps at a smelter? There's work to do.
Starscream, I want a clearer look.
You shall have it, leader.
It appears to be a robot of unknown classification. With his size and probable strength, he will make an excellent Decepticon.
Then we found the source of Earth's problem.
Maybe some kind of natural phenomenon.
Decepticon activity sighted.
Arctic Circle, here we come.
Yeah, that's right. They're driving from Oregon to the Arctic Circle, having dug out one of their own. The Decepticons work diligently to restore him.
Starscream, why are you so concerned about this creature?
Because I knew him once. A long time ago on Cybertron. Memory monitor activating.
You knew him?
His name is Skyfire. Observe his history as it was recorded before his icy imprisonment. Skyfire and I were both explorers from Cybertron.
That must have been shortly before our final falling out with the Autobots.
Yes, Skyfire and I were exploring what was an uncharted planet at that time. This one, Earth. We detected no intelligent life on the surface, but Skyfire insisted we look closer. A polar windstorm came up suddenly, and Skyfire and I were separated. I circled half the globe searching for him, but he was gone.
And now, millions of Earth years later, you have found him.
Once Skyfire, has been awoken, the Decepticons gaslight him into joining their cause.
Happened. Starscream. It's you. You have rescued me. But where am I? This is not Cybertron.
No, this is Earth, where you crashed many years ago.
And with this symbol, you, Skyfire, become a member of the exalted Decepticon forces. Hail Cybertron!
Hail Cybertron!
And destruction to all Autobots!
Destruction.
Things go wrong about as quickly as you would expect.
We are near the location of the energy train.
As the Autobots arrive, they are reluctantly confronted by Skyfire.
Halt! Identify yourselves!
Autobots, transform!
Autobots.
You must be destroyed!
Ladies and gentlemen, at last it is time for us to discuss the legal headache in the room. So why is this character who was released as a toy as Jetfire called Skyfire? I hope this clears some of it up for you. It does involve Robotech, and I just want to be clear, I don't know anything about Robotech. Get off my back. Skyfire, or Jetfire as he was originally meant to be called, is one of the few rare Transformer toys that did not originate from either Takara's Diaclone or Microchange lines. The toy that was repackaged as Jetfire for the Transformers was originally the VF-IS Super Valkyrie jet fighter, which was first seen in 1982's Super Dimension Force Macross. American kids would know it better as it was imported by Harmony Gold to the US and rebranded as Robotech. After Takayoku Toys went out of business in 1984, the license for it was held by Bandai in Japan. Ironically, when Harmony Gold imported Robotech, the Valkyrie figure could not be added to the line, because Hasbro had already licensed it for Transformers. Meanwhile, back in Japan, because Bandai was a competing toy company, the Valkyrie toy could not be sold in the Transformer line at all, and when it came to animation, his name and look had to be completely redesigned to avoid advertising a product for a competing company. And with that, Jetfire became Skyfire, and many episodes that had already been recorded had to be dubbed again to change his name in dialogue.
You knew him?
His name is Skyfire.
You knew him?
His name is Jetfire.
Have no fear, Skyfire's here! Have no fear, Jetfire's here!
Ironically, when Transformers was first launched in continental Europe, the toy for Optimus Prime was legally unavailable for release there. A company called Justra held the rights. So until Optimus Prime could officially be released there, Jetfire was depicted as the leader of the Autobots in the beginning. The legal battle over Jetfire was rekindled in 2013, when Harmony Gold once again tried to sue Hasbro over the release and the look of Jetfire toys. Luckily, the lawman told Harmony Gold they needed to slow their roll. The case was dismissed, and the legend of Jetfire lives on.
Destruction to all Autobots!
Despite outnumbering him, the Autobots do nothing as Jetfire shoots at them. Why exactly?
Optimus! Hound! Somebody! Help us!
We can't move while that big guy's got us pinned down.
Help!
Strange voices must be coming from Earth creatures.
Keep your big mitts off of me!
Let go of us, please!
Help! Optimus Prime!
Why are you so frightened? I will not harm you.
You Decepticons are the real monsters.
I'll take you to Megatron, my leader. He'll show you that you have nothing to fear.
No, you might hit Spike and Sparkplug. We've got to find a safer way to rescue them.
The humans are imprisoned. Skyfire realizes what he should have known from the beginning.
You won't get away with this, Decepticrum!
Optimus Prime will save us!
I promised the Earth creatures no harm would come to them. This is wrong.
Then you overstepped your authority.
My function is to further science and learning, not to destroy innocent life forms.
The Autobots move in to free the humans.
Autobots, transform! Move in quickly and secure your positions.
Our heroes are caught. Skyfire is put to the final test.
Those years under the ice diminished your loyalty coefficient, Skyfire. But because of our old friendship, I shall be generous. You may have the pleasure of melting down these Autobots.
No, I will not. They have done no wrong.
But you have, traitor!
Why you miserable machine?
I shall enjoy this!
Oh, no. Okay, so now we've seen that Jetfire, or Skyfire, depending on what you like to call him, has been buried in ice for millions of years. And there are several instances throughout Transformers lore where this is the case with Jetfire. But he's not the only character that can make that claim. There have also been several instances where Megatron himself has been buried in ice. The most prominent example would be the 2007 Michael Bay movie, where he was found in the Antarctic and brought back to America by scientists in the United States military. And we all know how that worked out. The movie made a $shit-zillion. But you might be wondering, how does a living being get buried in ice for millions of years and still survive? Well, these beings are not quite like us. So, let's take a moment to talk about some rules of Transformer biology. How are they born? What makes them live? And how do they die? The simple truth is, there are multiple answers from different iterations of the story. Some contradictory, other retconned lore that ties back into Generation 1. When it comes to the birth and creation of Transformers, there seem to be several key sources that I was able to dig up. 1. Created or built by another Transformer, such as the Dinobots, as we will see in the following episode. 2. Born naturally of the planet Cybertron. A more natural method of the ancient past that was unsustainable as time went on. 3. As depicted in Generation 2 comic books, born like a budding cell from an already living Transformer. And 4, we have the modern-day standard, which is protoforms, brought to us by Beast Wars. Here we go with the Beast Wars again. Again, born of the planet Cybertron, protoforms are naturally occurring organisms that grow and develop into a fully evolved Transformer. They are such a complex and fascinating science fiction concept that they really deserve their own video for a later time. To be fair, they have very little to do with Generation 1, except for things that have been retconned in retrospect. There is a distinct difference between artificial intelligence and a Transformer, because a Transformer is not artificial. It is a living being created naturally through the course of evolution in the universe. The Transformer lives, dies, thinks, and feels for itself. Subsequently, many tellings of Transformers depict the Great War as beginning over a battle for free will. Modern Transformer comics depict Jetfire himself as initially joining the Decepticons to fight against a caste system that prevented him from becoming a scientist because of his ability to fly. The idea of Transformers' souls being something called sparks was first introduced in an early draft of Transformers the movie. A story that dealt heavily with life and death, the question needed to be answered about what happened to Transformers after they were taken offline. Although the idea was never mentioned in the final film, the concept of sparks lived on in later tellings of the story. To be imbued with a spark, it must come from a sacred MacGuffin or powerful entity, such as Primus, the god of Transformers himself, the Allspark, the Autobot Matrix of Leadership, or in the case of the Marvel Comics, the Autobot Creation Matrix. And then of course there's Vector Sigma at the heart of Cybertron, which is the computer that gives all Transformers their personality. The list of life-giving MacGuffins goes on forever. Other robots and humanoid machines coexist in the world of the Transformers. However, unless they are imbued with a true life spark, they are never considered living Transformers, just empty automatons that do as they're programmed, like Nightbird, helper drones like Roller, or even Transtector bodies, which are fully transforming robots that aren't alive but require a small being to pilot them. However, it is not unheard of for any of these to be later upgraded into becoming a fully realized individual with their own spark, such as Overlord. Most current versions of Transformers are fairly consistent when it comes to the rules of life and death. These beings are not easy to kill, but without a functioning brain module or intact spark, they simply are not considered alive. Death as a concept in Transformers lore is a pretty funny thing in and of itself. If a character is deemed popular enough, or frankly, if there's a new version of their toy coming out, suddenly, the rules go out the window, and their resurrection is only a writer's imagination away.
Farewell, Autobot parts! As for you, Skyfire, consider yourself fortunate that you did not end up like your friends.
Oh, wait. It was just a hologram again.
But I saw him destroy you.
How is Skyfire, Ratchet?
Well, that's all I can do. Now it's a matter of time and luck.
Laserbeak updates Megatron.
You disgust me. You failed to terminate the Autobots.
Can somebody please tell me how that clip has not become a meme yet? Here, I'm gonna play it again. Please, I dare you, make a meme out of this.
You disgust me. You failed to terminate the Autobots. Laserbeak has informed me they are still functional.
Autobots below! Fire at will!
Decepticons attack Autobots. Megatron fights Prime.
Close enough, Megatron.
Interesting choice of weapons, Optimus, but futile.
Despite all odds, Skyfire makes a full instant recovery.
I take no orders from you. I am an Autobot now. Time to even the score, friend!
Belt him in the burners, Skyfire!
Take him apart!
Where are you, traitor? Show yourself!
Here I am!
You shall pay for your treachery!
They're gonna crash!
He drives off the Decepticons. Despite being a jet, he's apparently a really shitty pilot in Arctic winds.
Try to land!
Just one last blast!
He stops the Decepticons, restoring Earth's climate.
Skyfire! No!
The Autobots mourn his soft death, even though they will easily revive him in 2 episodes.
He risked everything to save us and the Earth. He won't be forgotten, Spike. He will live forever, so long as freedom exists. We shall remember you, Skyfire.
We shall remember.
So, we found Skyfire buried in ice. We thawed him out and revived him, and the episode ends with him buried in ice. Why don't we just thaw him out and revive him again? Because in 2 episodes, they're gonna thaw him out and revive him again. I like Transformers, but I gotta say, this is kinda dumb. Anyway, this is the perfect segue for me, a bitter Gen Xer, to talk about mistakes made in a cartoon from 40 years ago.
Snow falls upwards outside the Autobot base, ruining an otherwise beautiful shot. When we pan over to the left, Gears is at a broken screen, but when we cut to the close-up, the screen is a perfectly working monitor. Rumble shatters through this ice wall and causes an avalanche, but the avalanche goes uphill. I don't know much about Earth science, but I'm pretty sure that avalanches involve gravity.
What's that?
Yeah, what is that? Soundwave's eyes go from red to gray. Spike falls in the water and his father saves him, but even though he pulls him out of the water, he just fell into the water in the Arctic. This is a death sentence. Hound is gray when you should be green. And then in this next shot all the way to the left there, that's Ironhide. He's gray, but he should be red.
We've been searching these tunnels for astro minutes, and still no Ironhide.
This isn't really a mistake, so much as it's something that I find really funny.
The prearranged search pattern. We don't want to roll around in circles.
That takes too long, Optimus. I gotta move.
Wow, what a jackass. Are they practicing their rodeo clown routine? What did they think was gonna happen?
Belt him in the burners, Skyfire!
Dialogue all over the place, look at that. Optimus is the wrong color.
And that is only half of the mistakes I found. Specifically, the other half all pertains to the symbol on Jetfire's chest, which is almost never the same twice. And I was very tempted at the beginning of this episode to say, hey, every time Jetfire's symbol is wrong, take a drink. And I ultimately decided not to, because at the end of 30 minutes, you would be dead.
Okay, so in this first shot, we have Jetfire with no symbol, which is correct. However, now he's got a red Decepticon symbol. And then he's got none. Now he has a purple Decepticon symbol. Then again in the same scene, a red Decepticon symbol. Now it's purple again. Same scene. It's red again, guys. Now it's purple. Here it doesn't exist again, but now it does, but it's wrong. We come back from commercial, and it's still wrong. Wrong, right? And then wrong again. Wrong and incomplete. Right, same scene. Wrong, incomplete, same scene. Wrong color, same scene. Wrong color, right color. Right color, right color. And the right color. It only took 17 tries.
Well, as I do like to say, I do hope they'll do better next time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Fire in the Sky. Once again, I'm sorry about the 3-week delay, but I'm about to make it up to you right now. The next episode, SOS Dinobots, has already been posted and is ready to watch in this very playlist. So, as we go forward, just remember, in life, when people annoy you, you now know exactly what video clip to send them.
You disgust me.